Shannon Sharpe is somehow still trying to blame Lamar Jackson for their loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to play you the clip in just a minute. It's not a long clip, but you're going to want to hear it. So I'm going to play the clip in just a minute so you can hear exactly what was said, and we're going to react to it. But before I get into that, welcome to Vlog Talk, your home for all things Baltimore Ravens football. If you're a Ravens fan and you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. All we do is talk about your favorite team, the Baltimore Ravens. This is the place to be. We're trying to hit at least 2,000 subscribers by the end of the season, and if you could help me do that, I would genuinely appreciate it. But enough of that. Let's talk about Shannon Sharpe, who is known, I don't want to say to be a Lamar hater, but to be very critical of Lamar Jackson at times. And he's been better this season. I will give him credit there. But this is the way he started off the nightcap segment about the Ravens-Steelers game. And it sounds like he's wanting to put an awful big slice of the blame pie on Lamar Jackson's plate. This is what Shannon Sharpe had to say.
Lamar can't get it done. He can't beat the Steelers again, Ocho. The Lamar Jackson Steelers, Russ. The Steelers beat Baltimore 18-16. It's just been difficult for the Ravens to overtake the Steelers when Lamar continues to struggle against them. Now, you know, the fans going to come out there and say, well, he ain't got no receivers and he ain't got this. They're going to blame Todd Monken for the call because it ain't Lamar played bad. And he's played bad more routinely than not when he's faced the Steelers.
So there you have it. The Ravens continue to struggle to get over the Steelers when Lamar Jackson, or because Lamar Jackson continues to struggle against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Listen, I'm not claiming to know more than Shannon Sharpe. Not even a little. He's already forgotten more about the game of football than I will ever know. But listen, did my guy watch the game? I mean, like, how does Lamar continue to get the blame? Listen, I pride myself on being objective and try to tell it like it is. Be real, exactly how I see it. This was not Lamar Jackson's best game. There were some plays and some throws that he missed and that I know he wanted back. I'm sure Lamar Jackson would be the first person to tell you that. I'm not going to sit here and say this was his best performance of the season. No. But is Lamar Jackson the reason the Ravens lost? No. Like, did we watch the same game? Did Lamar Jackson commit 12 penalties in this game? Did Lamar Jackson cough up 3 turnovers? And no, I'm not counting the interception that Justice Hill caught. He had the ball ripped out of his hands as Lamar Jackson's fault. The ball was in Justice Hill's hands. He should have held on to it. Period, point blank, end of story. Did Lamar Jackson miss 2 field goals? Like, am I missing something here? How are you going to blame this on Lamar Jackson? And by the way, 2 of those turnovers, well, actually, I think all 3 of them led to Steelers points. But you know, the second play of the game, soft fumble, put the Steelers in plus territory to begin the game. So you're basically an automatic 3 points you're giving up. Right before the half, you're up by a point. You have some momentum. Your offense has not played well, and they still had momentum going into the half. Isaiah Likely didn't wrap the ball up. That got ripped out. There's another 3 points. Was this Lamar Jackson's fault too? Like, somebody help me out here. I repeat myself. Lamar Jackson did not play his best game. And I'm not going to sit here and say that the Ravens have no weapons. He has no receivers. He has enough receivers to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a fact. Zay Flowers didn't have a good game, I'll tell you that. But that's neither here nor there. Like, what is it about Lamar Jackson that he has to take the lion's share of the blame? I get he's the quarterback and he gets a lot of credit when they win. But if you actually watch this game, there is no way you walked away from this game saying that is Lamar Jackson that cost them the win. Absolutely not. There's like, are you kidding me? He's got me here where he said people were going to blame Todd Monken for the calls. Why did Derrick Henry only get the ball 13 times? Like, seriously. He was averaging 5 yards a carry 13 times, and not one time in the fourth quarter did Derrick Henry touch the football. But it's Lamar Jackson's fault. Like, the dude is the leading rusher in the NFL, or at least he was, like, going into this weekend or whatever. You all know. But the guy barely touched the football, and it's Lamar Jackson's fault they lost the game. Like, what? Why does everybody get a pass except Lamar Jackson? Why does Todd Monken get a pass from Shannon Sharpe for not giving the ball to Derrick Henry, which is only their second best playmaker on the offense? Why does the offensive players that coughed the ball up 3 times that led to Steelers points get a pass in this segment here. Why does Justin Tucker get a pass? I think Justin Tucker should shoulder more of the blame of this loss than Lamar Jackson. And maybe I'm in the minority there, and there's going to be people in the comments calling me an idiot because Lamar Jackson's the quarterback and he should do X, Y, and Z. I'm sorry, when your team keeps coughing the ball up, when your team keeps committing penalties every single time you do a good play, it's getting called back and putting you behind the chains. What can a guy do? What can a guy do? I don't care what quarterback you have back there. That is hard to overcome, especially against a defense as good as the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that is where I have to give the Steelers a lot of credit because they are a very good defense, but the Ravens did themselves absolutely no favors. And the fact you could have the audacity to sit here and blame Lamar Jackson, my quarterback, the MVP, MV3, the grade 8, is just insulting. Like, did you watch the game? Again, Shannon Sharpe, no disrespect because, I mean, you're a Hall of Fame freaking tight end. But my goodness, like, why does the blame fall on Lamar? I don't know. It will continue to happen. It's happened his whole career. It's going to continue to happen. It's just like, so to another point, he says, well, the Ravens have struggled to get over the Steelers because Lamar Jackson's played bad. Okay. People kept wanting to bring up the 1-3 record against the Steelers. Remember last year when he played against Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh? There was, 7 drop passes from his receivers, and 3 of them were touchdowns. 2 of them were literally in the end zone, and then one of them was to Nelson Aguilar, who would have walked in the end zone had he caught the ball. Is that Lamar Jackson's fault too? Like, everybody around Lamar Jackson, coaches, players, everybody gets a pass but Lamar Jackson. And it doesn't make any sense, especially when he's not the one dropping the balls. He's not the one coughing the ball up in this game. He's not the one missing the field goals. It's just, I don't understand it. If Lamar Jackson, again, did not play his best game, if he went out there and threw 3 interceptions, then you could say, okay, Lamar Jackson should own this loss quite a bit. But he didn't. So, in the 1 interception he threw, quote-unquote interception, should have been held onto because Justice Hill literally caught the ball. But listen, I'm going to stop the rant. I want to know what you guys think, Ravens Nation. Do you agree with Shannon Sharpe? Do you disagree with me? Let me know down in the comments. I think it's very lazy analysis to just continue to put the blame on Lamar Jackson. When, if you watch the game, that should not be the conclusion you came to, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll be in the minority here. That's why I want to know exactly what you guys are thinking, how you're feeling after watching this. Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching to this point in the video. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video about your Baltimore Ravens. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Go Ravens.